There we go. Yeah, feel free to give her any advice if you see anything. Because sometimes she'll kind of go into her little zone.
It's not always a bad thing.
No, it's not a bad thing.
There. Now, there you go. As he's walking a little bit more forward now, just quietly ask him to bend a little around your leg. Yeah. Good boy. There. Good, and when you're ready, just go forward to trot, just like that. You can feel the contact, but you're going to rod him really forward from your leg until he starts to just trust you a little bit. Then you can increase the contact a little bit. Oh, that was being bad down there.
That's just wisdom.
Oh.
Yes.
Who was riding it?
One of the
Were they trying it? They must have been. No. Maybe they're just getting it out.
Probably just getting it out. Just the houses.
So are people still competing, or are they?
No, they just finished. They're just doing some people are kind of doing some cross-country schooling. And
Gotcha. Taking advantage of
exactly.
things being up.
Yeah, more trot underneath you here. Yeah, there you go. Now start to work the right bend a little bit. Yeah, it happens a lot with everything kind of set as a big course. People try to school, and so it's perfect timing though because they just were finishing up competition, so it was getting a little quieter around here.
No, now it's got cold. It was warm earlier.
It can't decide.
No.
Some minutes it thinks it's good, and then it gets.
Yeah. Well, isn't that what we get in October?
Yeah.
You never really know.
It didn't rain this week.
I know.
That's all that matters. Yeah, now ask him to be just a little rounder by playing your inside rein with the bend, and then just gently increasing the contact on the outside rein. All right, just keep bugging him a little bit with your inside leg and your inside rein. There. If he presses up out of the contact, just ask him again. Good boy. As long as you have your leg on, you can start to play the contact a little bit, and then he'll be nice and soft. If you take your leg off, he'll stiffen through his neck. Change direction somewhere here, Taylor.
How old is Taylor?
She's 13.
13.
And horses is pretty much all she does.
Oh, okay. Sounds like me.
Go ahead.
Though I lucked out, because my 10-year-old, that's all she does too. So at least I can...
At least it's both of them.
Both of them.
It's expensive, but at least it's both of them.
I know, that's what my husband's always complaining. He's like, how much is this costing us per month? I'm like,
you don't need to.
But I said it's,
As long as you keep the kids happy. That's okay.
Happy, they're busy, they get good grades.
Yep.
Taylor knows that school comes first, so she takes school very seriously.
Good boy.
So just ask her again to change direction, because I don't know if she heard you.
So go ahead and just change direction somewhere there, Taylor. Good boy. Keep just riding him with your leg into the contact.
He seems to be responding pretty nicely to her.
He actually does. Close your outside leg a little bit more there on your turns, okay? He's wanting to bulge too much through the outside shoulder and the outside part of his body. And if he gets too quick, just slow your posting down. He actually is very responsive. I mean, he really
Which is nice.
Just there.
He's done a lot of growing up the last couple of years.
Yeah. Really good boy.
That's what happened with our trainer's horse. She got to use it as her project last year for 4-H. And she had gotten him from this woman because she was moving or something. Was supposed to keep him for 3 weeks.
And then it never left.
And then it never left. And he destroyed things, and he was just a monster.
Oh.
And he's what, I think I want to say he's 9 or 10 also.
Yeah.
And the trainer said, well, you can give him a try. I don't know what he's going to do. I haven't ridden him in about 3 years.
If he gets too quick or too strong, just tighten up your tummy and your thigh a little bit and feel the right rein. There.
How long has Taylor been riding?
She started riding since she was about 6.
Because as much as he's a really good boy, there's a lot of horse there. Good. So you've just got to think as he's cantering that you're going to tighten all your stomach muscles and slow your seat down a little bit and just tighten your thigh, and he'll slow back down to you.
She was the reason why when she went into 4th grade that I started the 4-H club, because I couldn't find anything else for her to do. So talked to the barn owner and said, is it all right if we start a 4-H club here? She's like, sure.
Yeah, because that's really what it takes, is it just takes somebody to get behind it.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
I mean...
And our county's great. We have lots of support in that way. It was just me as a mom taking over as leader.
There. And again, just think every step, just a little tightening through your stomach.
And so now I had 11 kids compete in fair last year. It was crazy.
That's great.
We went from, I think, 5 the year before. So it's one of those like, oh my God, this is a lot of kids.
Good.
Yeah, my mom, when we did 4-H, we had 20, and then it was just my sister and I. Just whoosh, lonely.
Yeah.
Don't have to worry about everything else.
And this, I mean, I know he's been here at the show all weekend, and he did get ridden this morning, but this is him. I mean, whether he's been in work, whether he's not been in work, he's, you know, if he's had a week off, we usually stick him on the lunge line, but not to wear him out, more to, you know.
Just kind of tane him up, see where he's at.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not, you know, he settles right into new places, and...
Just so nice to have that in a personality with a horse.
Oh, absolutely. He could, I mean, he likes his turnout, but it doesn't change who he is.
Change. You
I
can
mean...
leave him in for a week in the stall, and his attitude
Right.
will not change.
I mean...
Oh, that's really nice.
I mean,
Yeah.
You might want to lunge him a little bit.
Right.
For 5
Just
minutes,
and just to stretch
and
him
then
out.
get on,
but,
and then he's like,
yeah.
Okay, and we're
But
back
it
on.
doesn't change who he actually is. Now bend him a little bit more to the right here. Just play your inside rein as you squeeze with the inside leg. There. There you go.
And is he pretty much using the same bit for everything? Is he?
He's got a couple different variations of a snaffle.
Okay.
This one is what we call a Waterford, and this is his cross-country bit. And I like it because it's just kind of big fat balls, and out in the middle of the field, I can use it a little bit more, but it's still a snaffle.
Yeah.
There's nothing for him to lock onto.
Right.
He goes in a big fat loose ring for dressage. And actually, I've been jumping him in the big fat loose ring at home, too. And then he goes in just a little snaffle mouthpiece with a little bit of leverage for a stadium.
It's like a half gag.
Yeah, so they're all...
Still the mouthpieces are snapped.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Just a little more control.
Yeah.
Well,
and I actually...
You know, horses, they have a fun time out there on cross country. And you want to make sure you have the control.
Absolutely. And I find that with this, I don't have to do very much.
Which is nice. Instead of you being exhausted.
Exactly.
Be in a martingale, and then Annie took him out of it beginning of the year.
Yeah.
So he doesn't need a martingale at all.
I mean... You know, at home I ride him in the snaffle, and
no, because he seems to come into his frame really nicely.
Absolutely, you know, and I can train on him a little bit even over fences in the snaffle at home, and then you know at the show, you know, with this one out cross country, I mean, we were just kind of went out for a nice canter yesterday. That's the thing, is that he responds well enough to it that when I use it, okay, I'll pay attention.
Right.
But you don't have to work every step.
Which is nice.
Yes. Absolutely.
There's
Absolutely.
an 82 blanket.
Okay.
And he's a big boy. I mean,
well, you know, actually, that's what our paint wore. I had these big blankets left
perfect.
over.
Oh, there you go.
Was the paint the older one?
Yeah, he was an old 25-year-old swayback, conformationally challenged, but awesome personality for Taylor.
But tried and tried and tried and tried. That's fabulous.
And he was still hot. You know, he was 25. He's like, okay, I'm excited. Let's go, let's go. But then you hook him up someplace. He's like, okay,
right.
I'm not working. I'm just going to take my little nap. You want to give a jump try?